Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talking Dirty with Maestro. I am still not Maestro. I am still the one and only. Someone call me the legend. I'm not going to say that much, but I'm B-Ron. Welcome to the show. And boy, do we have a fun one for you today. I have Sniper Jay back with me in the booth. And Sniper Jay, just want to first say it's good to have you back, my friend.
Hey, legend, how you doing?
You had to get back to me, of course, of course. I am.
Hey,
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to
look,
be here.
m- m- most nicknames like that, legend sticks around for a long time. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, look, I appreciate all the same. If anybody wants to call me, I appreciate it. I'm working on
that's
taking
right.
compliments, so give it to me. I'll try. I'll try. Anyway, we got the Beast Elite Showcase this evening coming up, and this is going to be a real fun one. This is a tournament that is co-hosted by, or so say event game, co-hosted by the Philadelphia Elite head coach Reese Williams and the now Syracuse Orange head coach Asad Drayden, formerly coach of the Beast of the East, which is just the name of the tournament here, of the event here, Beast Coast Elite Showcase. So this is going to be one that's going to be featuring all SimWorld prep players. Unlike previous ones we've seen prior, where there's been a mix of college and prep players, this one is all prep players here. So we just want to first get your thoughts on that in particular, Jay, and how that differs from what we've seen so far through these other off-season tournaments and events that have not included, obviously, the Basketball Without Borders games.
Yeah, but legend. To be completely honest with you, I love this event, and the reason is because it's almost like an all-star game in a sense. Everybody is equal, legend. Everybody's on the same playing field, and this is a time where you are literally competing to show you're the best in your region. And that's the reason why I think this particular event is going to be better and more competitive and more fun. And we're going to see more highlight plays and more uh, real basketball being played. I'm not going to say real basketball wasn't being played at Trey J or at Sinister or, it was real basketball, but it's different when you have your own peers across from you rather than you going against the kid at Alabama or the kid at Gonzaga or the kid that's going to Iowa. It's different. It's different. You're gonna see these guys again, so you kind of want to get the mental edge and you want to feel people out before the season. And this is the type of environment that you definitely could do that in and be competitive. Legend.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is going to be a good test for a lot of these guys because, going through the list of names here, this is the first time we're going to see a lot of these guys in, again, what's going to be a game esque environment like you were
Yes.
mentioning there. We haven't seen a lot of these kids up to this point. This will be the first time we get to see them. Speaking of, want to get these names out of here for the rosters, both sides. On the Elite Coast side, you'll see Azriel Hawk, Malik Parks, Jabari Banks, Trayshawn Ikes, LaShawn Cunningham, C.J. Green, Aiko Santana, Holly Martin, J.C. King, and Jackson Rick. For the Beast Coast side, you'll get Jaden Kemokai, Malik Moon, Quincy Threat, Kane Bostic. You have Marqueth Zayas III, Kai Dior, Shiloh Jenkins Jr., Lester Lore, Casey Bolig, and Sincere McKinney. And
Oh
again,
yeah.
a lot of these names, if you don't recognize them, I don't blame you because a lot of these names are new names to
Yep.
SimWorld Prep, and during this time of year, I think this is a really good chance to see some of these guys. Some of these guys are already on teams; they're committed to teams for the coming season. I don't think some of these other kids are yet, so it'd be a good showcase for those guys who aren't on teams yet to try to maybe find a spot somewhere as we get ever closer to the deadline for finalizing of rosters and such. But what are you what players are you looking forward to seeing in this one in particular, if any? It could be a new player, it could be one already on
That's
a
a
team,
great question.
that kind of thing. Yeah, what you got?
That's an outstanding question, legend. And to be completely honest, I'm not looking for any certain player this time around. Look, at the last couple ones we had a couple highlighted names, but this time I am quite literally going in with a fresh and naked eye to everybody. So yeah, quite literally, you're getting judged from ground zero. It don't matter if you have a name or not. I know I did some work on CJ Green, but look, I don't know who you are, sir, and I want you to prove everything because this is the environment that y'all have created in this area of the or this region of the country. It's a dog eat dog world. It's the jungle. It's the garden. It's what's the park? It's Rucker Park. It's
Right.
Dykeman.
Yeah.
It's everything you want to see, and I'm gonna take it in stride. I'm gonna be with y'all. I'm gonna look at it like I'm a pure fan, and I'm gonna judge it as the head senior scout with SimWorld. I'm gonna judge it just like that. So honestly, if I'm being honest with you, B. Ryan, I might be looking to. I'm gonna definitely. I already know every kid on the list. Of course, it's my job to know who you are and what you do and how you technically supposed to play. But I'm going into a naked eye, and I actually want to see which region is the best. Do we have the New
Oh.
York kids? Do we have the DMV kids? Do we have the way up north kids? The Rhode Islands, the Delawares.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see which region is going to perform the best in this game. And I know they're not on the same team, but as an overall group, which one of these, the New Jerseys, the New Yorks, which one of these regions really got the best players? That's what I'm going for here, Legend.
I like it. It's a battle for bragging rights, and as someone who
That's right.
lives on the East Coast myself, this is something where it is definitely a little more intense, and I'll use the word rugged. I guess is a good word to use. Up in this area in terms of basketball, the physicality
You know,
it's
come on.
different. It's different.
That's right.
We'll say that much.
Word to
Yeah.
my mother. Word to my mother. Legend. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you. Word to my mother.
Yeah.
Mother. I'm sorry, mother.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
mother. Word to my mother.
So
It's
I
different
don't
out here.
I don't really have any. No, okay, no, I lie. I have two that I'm looking to see, mostly because they're returning players, Azrael Hawk and Kai
Mm,
Dior. Those are two I'm looking to see
yep.
because they're returning players. I want to see what those guys do in particular. I think there are some others in here who are returning. JC King, also a returning player. And I believe Jabari Banks is as well. The name sounds familiar to me anyway. If I am not getting information correct, I apologize. As most of you know, I was up covering SimWorld U last season, so I'm just kind of getting my feet back wet, acclimated to all of you SimWorld Prep guys. So this is not a slight on any of you from my area in particular. I don't know who you are. I haven't kept up with it due to my other commitments last season with SimWorld U in particular. Anyway,
Look, look,
point
look,
point
look,
point
legend. You don't need
being,
you don't need to apologize to these kids. You don't need to apologize to these kids. Look, if they was good enough like they say they are, you would have known about them.
you know what? That's
That's
fair.
fair.
That's fair. That is
That
fair to say.
if
That's
they
fair.
are as good as they say they are, you would have known about them.
And
But guess what?
we so I didn't cut you
You're
off.
not.
Jay said you're not as good as you think you are, and you had to prove it to him. And with the way some of these kids are talking these days, I'm sure you've seen a lot of it over the last few days on social media. A lot. I don't want to say a lot of them. There's a few of them who think
Let them
that
know.
they are God's gift to basketball. I'll say that much.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, D-Ron, look.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got my team checking them social media posts every 5 minutes. We see everything every one of you even think about typing. I, I, I could read between the three dots and you deleting it. I know exactly what you think you gonna say and how you gonna say it and what you think you is and what you not. Okay? But like I told everyone before, I'm going into this event with a naked eye. So if you talk big game and you live up to it, hey, I'm with you. Senior scout Sniper J is gonna be with you. But
For
if you
sure.
don't talk a big game, or if you talk a big game and you come up short, hey, Sniper J gonna let the people know.
Gonna let him know what he thinks about you. That's for sure. That's for sure. I know I mentioned earlier the coaches involved in this tournament in particular, and
Hmm.
I know they're not hosts. I know they're not actively coaching in this game in particular, but I still think that it is important to shout them out because this is something that they put together a few seasons ago, and they've run this thing for the last few seasons. And with Coach Straighten now making the move up from the Beasts of the East to go to Syracuse, do you think that that changes his approach? Because I'm sure he's going to be watching this in general, because he's going to be there. So do you think that that changes his approach at all in terms of what he's looking for from this kind of
100%.
environment?
100%. And legend, let me put my
Every time.
coaching hat on,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
I I was part of this event since it started. I technically helped created this event. I was a coach at this level, and now this is my event. This is my fertile. What's the word I'm looking for? This is my fertile ground to recruit. There's no offense. He is going in this with the big Syracuse hat on and the big orange shirt that is. I'm not gonna say nothing, but just wear the blue one. Just wear the blue one. The blue and the orange look a little bit better than the all orange, Coach Drayton. I'm just letting you know. You come for me if you want to. I like the blue and the orange as the backup, but he's definitely coming into this as like, hey, I want to see which guy is the best out of this area. This is my recruiting ground. I recruit at home, and this is the event that I'm going to do it at. So this is your time. I'm telling you, players, this is your time to impress not only senior scout Sniper J, but to impress the head coach of Syracuse basketball because he's going to be in the building. He's going to have a lot of eyes in the building. It's going to be little Joe Schmo with a hat and a polo on that you have no idea about, but he's going to be watching. He's going to report back to who? Coach Drayton. So this is your chance to earn that offer or at least earn some interest.
Absolutely. And for Coach Reese Williams on the other side of that, he is still in the prep ranks coaching the Philadelphia League, returning for another season, looking to
That's right.
capture his first last dance championship after being denied a few times, coming up short a few times.
Yeah.
But he is in all circles. I've been around long enough to know this much. When you talk about prep coaches, Reese Williams is up there, and I've been a big proponent of his since he came in to SimWorld Prep and really kind of transformed the Philadelphia Elite to what they are now. He took
That's right.
big strides from his first season in season 1 to where they are now coming in season 4. This is a huge step up from where they were. So, what do you think he's looking at in particular? He has a team that's I believe that is pretty much all set up for the year. I want to check the roster if they have any open spots here. But what do you think that he is looking for in this one in particular? His roster is all set, so he's full up for the season. So he can't add any more players. But what is he looking for? Because looking at things here, it looks like Malik Parks is on the elite side. He is playing for Reese Williams this season. You're also gonna see Iko Santana. Iko Santana also on that elite coast side. So also playing for Coach Drees. I believe that's actually it. Looking at this here, yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Just those two. Just those two.
Yeah, I don't remember too many people being on this team, but yeah, none but respect for Coach Williams. He's an amazing coach. He's been doing his thing to, like you say, come up a short a couple of times, and in my honest opinion, legend, he wants to see everyone do well. It don't matter what team you're on. He wants to see every kid does well. I 100% believe that in my full heart. But on that other side, in that competitive spirit side, I know he's scouting. I just have to know he's every time he look down at his phone, he's taking a new note about somebody that's not on his team. We got you. You can't go left. Yep. Yep. You can't shoot. Can't go right and pull up. Left hook is weak. Is slow to jump off the second rebound. Not physical enough. I know he's gonna be just tagging little notes in his phone as he walks around, greets people. But he's gonna keep one eye on that basketball game, and that other eye might be meeting and greeting around the gym.
I agree 1,000% there. If there's anything I know about Coach Drees is that he's, like you said, Jay, he is always scouting and looking around for something, for somebody to stand out in some way because he's going to be playing against him at some point in time and game playing against them. So, and if there's anything about Coach Drees, he is always watching tape on players to see what their strengths and weaknesses are and what he can do to exploit them when he gets a chance to have his guys go up against those guys that he saw in this game in particular.
That's right. And if he's anything like me, man, I mean, I'll tell you, Ron, I watch everything. I would know what type of gum they chewing. I would know if they, but I would know if they double tied their shoes before the game. I would tell you if they said a prayer. I would know every little thing about every player. So if he's anything like me, y'all better come on with your P's and Q's and cross your T's and dot your I's and play your best basketball. If you don't want to run into a steamroll of a scouting report when you play Philadelphia Elite.
Yeah, play your best basketball. And speaking of, let's wrap this up with a prediction. I know you said you're not looking at players, but let's give a prediction like we've done for the other one so far, Jay. Who do you think is going to end up winning this one? Since you're going to be on the call for this actually with Elava later on tonight. So, yeah, who gets to win? Is it the Elite Coast or the B side?
You know what? I like going beast mode, so Marshawn Lynch is my guy. He eats Skittles, I eat Skittles, and beast side just seems like the way to go here. So I'm gonna roll with the beast side.
And I'm gonna take the Elite Coast here. I'm gonna take the Elite Coast.
Oh my God, legend!
I'm taking the Elite Coast. I think, I think that this will be the better team and they'll get the win. I'll tell you what though, it doesn't matter who wins or who loses it in this game. This is all, as is in the name, a showcase game for people. Mm-hmm. But you do want to walk away, if you're one of these players anyway, you do want to walk away with some sort of bragging rights over the other side. If you're looking at, like you mentioned at the top of the show, state lines and coast rivalries and all that stuff, Jay. I think that's something as a player you want to walk away from with that kind of feather in your cap, I guess was the phrase I was going to use.
That's right, and these young folks don't know what that even means, but they gonna learn today.
They sure will. They sure will. Well, look, Jay, thank you for joining me for another episode of Maestro Durty Shorts. I appreciate it so much, my friend. It's good to be back with you here on the show. I'm looking forward to having you back on again for a few more of these, because there's still a few more of these events to go. We have 2 more Basketball Without Borders events, and then the Hoop Hooligans 3v3 tournament, and the final Unsigned Hype tournament. Those last two in particular, are always very fun because those are when the season's right around the corner. So keep it locked here and come back later on tonight for the Beast Coast Elite Showcase at 8 p.m. Eastern on SimWorld TV. It'll be Elava and Sniper J on the call. For Sniper J, I'm B. Ron. We'll see you next time. And remember, you guys, and never let Jason Bourne borrow your car.